Oh man, what? I should hope the mic's working. Honestly, I really don't know. I've been having to change it in and out so many different times and so many different things. But that's quite all right. We ain't gonna be here for a long time because, well, hell, it's not even Monday morning anymore. It's like just Monday now. I mean, it's still kind of morning, but it ain't like morning. You know what I mean? It's like mid morning. Um, but either way, it still ain't morning. Um, but we just wanted to keep it consistent and keep it going. Um, we're progressing in the challenges. We're maintaining order. We are keeping ourselves disciplined at the moment. But some days get a little rough. Sometimes you gotta confront yourself a little bit, and let the effect of the things crumbling around you actually take hold. Sometimes it gets a little rough, and I got a lot of people around me struggling, and there's just a lot going on, and not a lot of time, so we got to make a little bit more time sometimes. But we're pushing through and we're making it work, and we're handling our business, and we still got our big birthday goal, and we're going to push real hard and accomplish that, and hopefully in that we accomplish some shit that we aren't really trying to accomplish, but it could happen. We going hard. So it's time to go hard and go home. Different workouts, different stuff. I did a good stretch day. I got to get the breath work in, man. That's real important. I've been really neglecting that. So I might just add that to part of the goal, maybe. Just a lot of different things. I'm really trying to work on the whole finding and having dreams and stuff like that thing, and just fighting for myself. But I think we are crushing it in most occasions. It's just some regular old life stuff gets to you sometimes, so you just got to deal with it, and you got to make sure you deal with yourself, and you got to handle your priorities and your prerogatives, I guess they can say, and keep working on that. I need to get back to getting the Stone DM channel rocking and rolling, because we're not going to do the thoughts on Thursday anymore, because potentially the All Bear crew is going to have our own little podcast, and that'll be a lot of fun. But I still want to keep the Stone DM going, and I want to keep talking a bunch of D&D stuff, and I don't want to do that here. I want this to be about life mission shit, even though D&D it kind of is like a life mission right now. Just writing and telling these stories and stuff like that is just a lot of fun, and I find a lot of relief in it, and I get a lot of joy out of spending the time and doing that when we can. But really, I just want to keep pushing forward and make myself better than I was the day before, and really put that into some serious motion right now, because like I said, I was still doing workouts and shit, but I was kind of just letting myself kind of phone it in a little bit with some of them, and it wasn't dire. If you get tired, that's good. No, we got to work through tired. We got to push through. We got to actually build ourselves up, break ourselves down, most importantly, because we got a lot to lose. There's still a whole nother person on here almost. But we ain't looking to do that. We're just looking to find the low twos, and not being a wrestler or anything anymore. Maybe we can see what the high ones look like. Who knows? We got ambitions, but we ain't really making them goals yet. Where right now the big goal is to just fucking hammer it home until our birthday and see what happens. go into like 38 or whatever it is with, the best body ever. It is what it is. But we got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of things to put in order, but we also got a lot of time. I'm really excited to see how it goes. I'm really excited to get out and chase some waterfalls. I don't listen to TLC. They broke up for a reason. Actually, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, we're just right now we're working on the one foot in front of the other thing. And as important as the family stuff and stuff like that is, and as hard as it might be, we also have to push ourselves to fight our own fight and make ourselves accountable. And the better we are, the better the people around us can be too. The better we are for them. So it's important. In these things you deal with your own fragility and stuff like that, and like the possibility of what's already potentially going wrong with you in the way that you can potentially stop it before it gets worse, or maybe even attempt to reverse some of these things. And like a lot of this is stuff I never thought of when I was younger, because like I wasn't going to make it that far. And then when I let wrestling save my life, it still wasn't supposed to be for a long run. It was supposed to be for a fun run. But then different changes and different things started happening, and different goals started coming about, and here we are now, and it's time to take accountability for all that, but it's also time to push ourselves into making the best out of all of it, and making ourselves accountable and stronger and healthier and better and just more ready for what life is going to throw at us, because that bitch ain't done. And to be fair, I've done a lot of shit things in my life, so I got a lot of bad karma coming my way. I know I ain't lived the most of it yet. I tried turning around, and I tried being better. I've accomplished it most times, but not always. So like, it's coming, and I got to be ready for it, and the best me, and the best accountable person I can be, and the most ready I can be. So I just got to make myself better and continue pushing to be the better person that I strive to be, and then hopefully once we hit some of them later years, we'll have some of that good karma stacked up, and it can finally come around after some of the bad. But that's if you believe in karma, because apparently if you don't, it's okay. That shit don't come for you. You never know. I made a funny one time. I was talking about I quit believing in karma because it only affects those who fucking believe in it, and it's generally poorly, But no, I think the world will reciprocate. So fight for yourself, But other than that, that's about it, man. Don't forget to smile, set some goals. See y'all next week. Let's get it.